Hey, welcome back to the channel. If you've been having trouble getting clients, or if you're feeling just like another fish in this vast ocean of designers, this video is for you. Today, I'm diving into a topic that's guaranteed to transform your career as a graphic designer. Personal branding. I'm going to explore why having a personal brand is essential, especially in today's competitive market. Also, I want you to stick around because I'm going to share with you the one thing that you can do that's going to build your personal brand fast, and I guarantee it will be a game changer in your career. First, let's talk about the commoditization of graphic design. With the rise of global creative platforms like Fiverr and Upwork, design work has become more accessible and affordable than ever before. That's not even mentioning what AI is doing to the design world right now, which is freaking out a lot of creatives. The ability for clients to access and use designers and agencies in developing countries where fees for branding and design are considerably lower has cut deeply into the demand for designers in more developed countries like the US, Canada, and the EU. While this democratization of design services is great for clients, it creates a challenging landscape for designers. We're competing not only locally, but also globally, and this leads to a race to the bottom in terms of pricing. When graphic design is treated as a commodity, clients often see it as interchangeable. They might choose a designer based on price rather than quality or your unique style. This can be incredibly frustrating, especially when you know the value of your work. So, how do you break free of this cycle? The answer is you build a strong personal brand. So, what is the importance of personal branding? Why should you even do it? Personal branding is your ticket to standing out in a crowded market and a global market. Let's break down the key components: visibility, credibility, authority, authenticity, and differentiation. Let's start with visibility. Visibility is all about being seen. If people don't know you exist, they can't hire you. A personal brand increases your presence online and offline, ensuring that potential clients and collaborators can find you. You need to establish visibility across a variety of platforms. Having a website is the best and most important of this digital real estate that you have. Why is that? Because you own it, you built it, you pay for it, and no one can take it away from you. It's your home base for everything from your portfolio, the description of your products and services, to your content, whether that's a blog, podcast audio, video, infographics, ebooks, white papers, case studies, testimonials, the list goes on. The next aspect of visibility you need to establish are social media profiles. In my humble opinion, the most important social profile is LinkedIn. And while LinkedIn isn't really a social platform per se, it's where you showcase your knowledge in a place where people are hanging out for only one thing, and that's doing business. They're on LinkedIn to make network connections, to find client prospects, and stay current on the latest business topics and skills. They're not there to get distracted by memes and cat videos. Now, the next aspect of personal branding is credibility. Credibility and authority really go hand in hand, because when you establish yourself as a trusted expert, people are more likely to believe in your skills and to hire you. This is where content creation like blog posts and videos and social media updates play a really crucial role. If you haven't started creating content or even posting curated content, you need to. Content can be as simple as showcasing your creative work or a full-on case study of a project you're proud of. Again, LinkedIn is a really great place to do this. The reason is that creative work like design and carousels and videos and infographics are visually engaging, and it's easier to get seen and cut through the noise of other content on LinkedIn than it is on other platforms like Instagram, Threads, Facebook, and X. Next is authenticity. This is about being genuine. People are drawn to people who are true to themselves. Your personal brand should reflect your real personality and values, and this authenticity builds deeper connections with your audience. No one can be just like you, so the idea is to just be yourself. Don't try to act the part too much. Now, I like to say this to my coaching clients: don't be a brand bot. Don't pressure yourself to post the most brilliant, groundbreaking content in the world, because if you do, you'll never post anything. You just have to start. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. The best part is that the more raw and authentic you are, the more engagement you'll get. Being real is better than being overly polished any day of the week. And finally, differentiation. What is it that makes you unique? What sets you apart from every other designer out there? Your personal brand should highlight your unique strengths and style and approach to design. Now that we've understood the importance of personal branding, let's get into the key steps of how you actually build a personal brand. First up, you have to define your brand. This means identifying your unique value proposition, your core values, and your target audience. You got to ask yourself, what do you bring to the table that helps your clients? What do you do that no one else does? Or how do you do it just a little bit differently than everybody else? Next, and this is an easy one for designers, is you have to create a visual identity. Your logo, your color palette, your typography, your design style, these should be cohesive and they should reflect your brand and your personality. Think of this as your visual handshake. It's the first opportunity you give to potential clients to see and get a vibe of who you are. Okay, no, I lied. Designing a visual brand for yourself isn't easy. In fact, it's the hardest project of your career for a designer. But I don't want you to get too freaked out about it because all brands evolve. Yes, and you'll have to stick with it for a while to be consistent, but eventually you can update it. So just design it, get it out there, and be consistent with it. The other thing about developing a visual look and feel to your digital presence is that the sooner you do it and the more consistent you are with it, the easier it will be for people to recognize your posts when they see them. People are scrolling fast, and if you can show up regularly with the same colors and design style, it's going to be easier to get that thumb scroll to stop. Content creation is another key step. Regularly sharing valuable content, whether it's blog posts, videos, or social media updates, helps you showcase your expertise and engage with your audience. It's about building trust and positioning yourself as an authority in your field. Networking is also crucial. You need to concentrate and focus on building and maintaining professional relationships, both online and offline. You want to attend industry events, join online communities, and don't be afraid to reach out to fellow designers as well as potential clients. The best thing about building connections with other creative professionals is that they can lead to collaboration opportunities and referrals, especially if those connections are with people who do what you don't do. If you're a graphic designer, then connect with audio editors and video editors and illustrators and copywriters and brand strategists. That way, you can take on bigger, more complex projects because you have a stable of partners you can bring in as subcontractors. And if you play your cards right, they might just hire you to work on a project that they land that needs your particular skill set too. It's like expanding your new business funnel. Now let's talk about showcasing your work. A professional portfolio is a must. You want to highlight your best projects and demonstrate your unique style and skills. You want to display it on your website, yes, but you also want to display it on social media and on LinkedIn, because this is your chance to get your work in front of potential clients and show them why you're the right choice for them as a design partner. The reason why it's important to showcase your work on social platforms is that getting potential clients to visit your actual website is hard. It takes a lot of SEO and content marketing to get them over to your website and for you to show up in search. It's much easier to grab them where they are already, which is on social platforms and on LinkedIn. One of the benefits of building a personal brand is that when it comes right down to it, it's a career insurance policy. It's your shield against layoffs and downsizing and ageism and challenging economies. When you have a strong personal brand, you're less dependent on any one employer or client. Your reputation and your work become your safety net. Because let's face it, job security isn't what it used to be. Companies get acquired and shed entire divisional areas, and then they get outsourced. I've seen this happen with client-side companies that lay off their entire marketing department and outsource it to agencies. I've seen big, stable branding or advertising agencies lose cornerstone clients who may make up a disproportionate amount of their revenues, and when that happens, people get laid off. And it's not going to be your fault when it happens. It just happens. And you don't want to get caught with your pants down. So if and when that does happen to you, having a personal brand will open doors to new opportunities. It attracts clients, it attracts collaborators, it may even attract job offers. You're more visible and more attractive to employers. You've become known for your expertise, making it easier to weather those sorts of economic storms and industry shifts. Now, beyond just visibility and credibility, having a strong personal brand transforms the way you interact with clients and the broader industry. It positions you not just as a service provider, but also as a thought leader. Consider some of the top designers that you admire. What do they have in common? They've established themselves as authorities in their niche. They share insights, they engage with their audience, and they provide value beyond just their design services. This thought leadership attracts high-quality clients who are willing to pay a premium for their expertise. Creating value through content is a cornerstone of personal branding, but it's not about just posting pretty pictures of your work. It's also about sharing your journey, your processes, your insights. This kind of transparency builds trust and it connects you with your audience on a deeper level. Whether it's writing a blog post about your latest project, or sharing a behind-the-scenes video of your design process, or offering tips and tutorials on social media, each piece of content you create helps establish you as an authority and engage your audience. One of the best ways to accelerate your personal branding journey is through the power of mentorship and mastermind communities. Having a mentor provides you with personalized guidance and feedback, and a seasoned professional can help you avoid common pitfalls and make strategic decisions about your career. Mastermind communities offer a unique blend of accountability, support, and inspiration because you're surrounded with like-minded individuals who are also striving to build their brands. And this kind of environment really fosters creativity and encourages goal setting. And it also provides the motivation that you need to stay on track. Because I want you to remember, you don't have to go at this alone. Now, here's that one thing that will help you build your personal brand fast that I mentioned in the beginning part of this video, and this is it. Join a mastermind community like Bonfire. Bonfire is my membership community for established creative pros, and let me tell you, it will be the best investment in your growth and in your career that you have ever made. Your future self will thank you for joining Bonfire. So if you're curious, follow the link in the description below or just go to philipvandusen.com/bonfire to learn more. And one more great way to get support in your journey in a truly personalized way is seeking career coaching from a seasoned professional who can provide guidance and support and motivation that you need to succeed. So if you're interested in having me as a one-on-one career coach, go to philipvandusen.com/101 to learn more about it. Now, I don't want to kid you, building a personal brand isn't without its challenges. It requires time and effort and a willingness to put yourself out there. You might feel criticism or a little bit vulnerable in sharing your work and your story, but remember, authenticity is your greatest asset. Being true to yourself will attract the right audience, and you'll be able to create meaningful connections with people. Don't be afraid to show your personality and share your journey, including the ups and downs, because this authenticity not only differentiates you, but makes your brand really relatable and trustworthy. And I want to leave you with this thought. And I know it sounds a little bit corny, but it's true. Building a personal brand is a journey. It's not a destination. It evolves with you and your career. So I want you to start today. Take small steps, stay consistent, because the rewards are really worth it. I guarantee you. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more tips on branding and design careers, and I'll see you next time.